Jakarta, Palembang, Sumatera Selatan, Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will watch for the mixed double tennis competition of this afternoon. Kumkhum and Ratiwatana from Thailand versus Rungkat and Sutjiadi. Hadirin yang kami hormati, sebentar lagi kita akan menyaksikan bersama pertandingan tenis final mixed double atau ganda campuran antara Kumkhum dan juga Ratiwatana dari Thailand, dan tentunya Rungkat dan Sutjiadi dari Indonesia. And our cheers umpire for this match is Mr. from Malaysia, dan tentunya wasit kita pada sore hari ini akan dipimpin langsung oleh Mr. dari Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, you are kindly requested to turn on your mobile phone or change with a silent mode. And again I remind you, this venue is no smoking zone. Please do not smoke in our areas. Baik Bapak Ibu hadirin yang kami hormati, sekali lagi kami ucapkan dan kami ingatkan kembali, Anda diperkenankan untuk mematikan handphone Anda dan juga bisa mengganti dengan mode silent. Dan tentunya kami mohon kerjasamanya kepada seluruh penonton yang ada di center court agar bisa tenang pada saat pertandingan dimulai. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a round of applause. Hadirin yang berbahagia, tentunya mari kita berikan tepuk tangan yang paling meriah buat Thailand and Indonesia. This is the interacting match. Have fun and enjoy the match. Thank you.
For the final time, welcome back to Centre Court here at the Jakabaring Sports Centre Tennis Tournament. We have one more match to go, and it is the eagerly awaited mixed doubles gold medal match. The Thais, Kumkhum and Ratiwatana, up against the Indonesians, Rungkat and Sutjiadi, who have ridden a wave of emotion, taken the crowd with them to this final. And they'll be playing in probably the best weather of the day. We've got some blue sky, some high white cloud, but not much of that around now after the rain interruptions earlier. And it's pleasant, a bit better than it's been through much of the week, which has been hot and steamy. But we hope that the action is as hot as it's been. And we have been treated today to a couple of tremendous finals. Firstly, in that women's doubles final, and then in the men's singles that we've just seen. But this could be extra special with the home interest, and you can see there's Not much leg room now for anybody coming in here trying to find one or two empty seats, but it is filled up as it should, and there's such passion and pride out there on the court and around this arena. But will the two ties prove the party poopers here from a home point of view? Thailand have not enjoyed a good tournament. They had higher hopes than they managed to achieve apart from this event, but Kumkhum there on the left-hand side was the runner-up in the singles 4 years ago, and she's now aged 25. She's alongside the very experienced Rungkat Ratiwatana, who has a current doubles ranking of just outside the top 100, but has been as high as number 39. Kumkhum herself is currently 91 in the world in doubles, 92 in the world in singles, so she still plays both disciplines to a very high level. But they're perhaps one of the players of the tournament, Sutjiadi, alongside Chris Rungkat. Rungkat at 28 years of age. He's just outside the top 100 at the moment, but has been just inside it. Sutjiadi, well, she has just been inspired, Arvin, because she's played way above her ranking level. She's outside the top 600, and yet here she is going for a gold medal. Some story.
Well, for me, she's been one of the tournament's players of the tournament. She really has played so well. Was really impressed with the way she played in singles. Of course, a couple of big upsets, but has been excellent in the mixed as well. She's really combined well with her opponent. She's got some good volleys on her. She smashes well. Return is very solid. Forehand has been a real weapon. We saw
there it was. That fantastic performance yesterday against the Japanese. It was a very tight two-setter, interspersed with a long rain delay at the end of the first set. But fingers crossed there won't be any further interruption from the weather. It would be fitting to see this through in one go, and who knows, maybe a golden finish for the hosts. And that's how the ties have emerged to this stage. They very nearly didn't. They were hard pressed by Danilina and Nedovyasov, the Kazakhs, in that semi-final, going to a match tiebreak to sort it out. And for their opponents, the home team, their biggest battle was in their quarterfinal against Bopana and Reiner. But young and old have gathered here in great numbers now for this concluding matchup, and of course it's always special in international games when a host nation gets hold of the title. We've not far away from the climbing wall, and in fact the first gold, I think, to be won at this sports city this year in the Asian Games was won by an Indonesian climber, a lady who raced up that wall. I was amazed yesterday, saw some footage of actually the men in their event, the speed wall climb, and yeah, it was just awesome. I mean, they made it to the top, and that is some meters up, isn't it? Probably about 30 meters high, I don't know specifically, but they did it in something like, I don't know, about 8 seconds.
Yeah, quite incredible. How did you even start to get up that wall? But yeah, it's impressive. Dedicate so much of your life to these disciplines, whether it be climbing up a wall, whether it be one of the boats that we've seen. We've got the rowing lake just across the way as well. How good they are. India picking up a medal earlier today in the rowing.
And from a mixed doubles point of view, this is now the peak that they are hoping to climb. The gold medal match. Ready to go. Ratiwatana to start them off.
It's an early tester, those sort of smashes. Initially a very good first volley. She's drawing Rungkat forward. Kumkhum just through the middle.
Ratiwatana wanting to get on with it, but the umpire having to call the crowd to quiet. First point on the board for Indonesia today. Comfortably taken, coolly. 40-15. Using both hands on the racket to control it. It's Ratiwatana and Thailand's game. Ratiwatana, along with his brother Sanjay, winner of a couple of titles on the tour, but some years back now they won Bangkok in 2007 and then Chennai the following year.
Early signs of why he has been so successful on the doubles court. A couple of really good volleys in that game. Looking as if he's playing well within himself when it comes to those couple of difficult volleys. Overplaying. It was a good return off a body serve. Get the elevation there, right? She has been so strong at the net. singles. Wasn't afraid to come forward, using her strength.
Very close to the net there.
Please remain silent between the points. Thank you.
Quick to find the space and then asking the crowd for quiet. The umpire backing him up. She certainly looks sharp, hasn't she, Sutjiadi?
Very strong overhead, keeping her cool there. And footwork, just getting herself into position there. Little adjustment steps. Settling game for the Indonesians.
Kumkhum, the 25-year-old Thai, to serve now.
Using their little bit of good fortune there. The net over Ratiwatana's racket.
Off that neckboard.
Well, he is incredibly sharp around the net. He was a jack in the box yesterday. There's been no change today either. Very quick to realise.
Is that what you call fast twitch muscles?
Yes, I think so.
Put a lot into it, but she's put too much in the end, and the flag will be flying high if Indonesia now break here. They've got points to do so.
Taking no prisoners there. Ratiwatana trying to help out, doing his job. On this, in a flash, able to move forward on top of the net.
Again, perhaps a bit of noise in the point. And they'd look up and react to that. But it's still deciding point, so it could yet be a break. And they get it like that into the net from Ratiwatana after his very sharp bowling. That not quite there, and the Indonesians get the first break of the match.
Almost looked as if it was harder to hit in the net than hit over there. Just hitting directly down on the ball. You couldn't believe it. I think he was in a little bit of shock when he missed that.
in Thailand. But it's one thing to break, but then to hold your own serve, that's vital, and the pressure now will be on Sutjiadi to do so for the first time today.
She had to get down to this one. For that.
Please remain silent with the point, please. Thank you.
I'm not sure how much the locals might understand that, but yeah, the noise mid-point has certainly been off-putting.
Very similar volley. Tuano missed.
Again able to defend and then attack.
That was good pop on that high backhand smash. They're not easy. There's some good strength there. A slightly strange choice of shot there. Sutjiadi, she actually had time to drive the backhand, went for the safer option. Didn't work out.
Another deciding point. Sutjiadi, with a bit of help from her partner, does hold. And Indonesia now with a 2-game lead.
Missed a fair few forehands in the net. As Kumkhum needs to play with a little bit more safety there, a bit more margin.
Reactions are needed to get out of the way, just make sure the ball doesn't hit him. Coming back here from Kumkhum's volley.
win more points than you lose, that's for sure. If you're the returner, so difficult to deal with.
Sutjiadi. Ratiwatana didn't expect that to come back so fiercely. And they've got another point for a break.
Ratiwatana having to stay back after that serve. Serve and volleyed after every serve so far until then.
Even more momentum, a double break. Both the ties succumbing, and Indonesia loving this, 4-1 ahead.
They have really pressed the Thai team. Excellent returning there from both, combining well.
Look at their net play here.
It's like a brick wall right now, dealing with those higher volleys. A little earlier, smash was solid. And Rungkat just so sharp around the net. An effort to deal with the kick off the return. With a luck going their way here. Nothing Sutjiadi can do about that.
Again, the dipping ball, difficult for the server coming in. She's got it now. Missed one that she flared up that line earlier on, but that's a great strike from Kumkhum.
Trying to get into the body there and wasn't accurate enough, wasn't pacey enough, that one. Had enough time just to get a body out the way.
It's a first break back for the Thais. 4-2 now, Indonesia's lead.
Some really good returning from both. For a single-hander, it's difficult a return like that, but he was on top of it, he was up the court. Good pace behind it.
Called good on the edge. Ratiwatana looked up to the umpire, but now looking, trying to find the mark. He's not convinced. But it is not going to be overruled. It's a tricky one, that, for the umpire, that near line, because looking down from their angle, it can look as though it does catch, but did it? I'm not sure it might have done. However, we move on with Indonesia up love 15.
See what he was trying to do. He was there. He was trying to just drop it a little shorter, but the risk is that you bring the net into play. got to try and take it nice and low.
Goodness me. I'd like to see that again. It was so quick. Sutjiadi doing well with the reply, but what happened here? Made one of them, but that one just popped in the net as he tried to get down behind it.
Spin than that. Heavy contact, nowhere near.
Big time serving. Kumkhum sliding that one out of reach.
No issues on the contact on the serve. Very thin contact. Look at the curl to that.
Somehow it should have been put away, you felt, by the ties, but Indonesia somehow.
Unfortunately, Ratiwatana, there was just hesitation.
He didn't see the space, did he, to the right-hand side as we look on the court. And both the Indonesians were fairly close on the left-hand side. Another deciding point on the Kumkhum serve. But again, she's backed herself, gone out wide, and that time she does hold. That's a fine effort. And they close the gap by one more game at least. It's 4-3 Indonesia first set.
Served her well in that game, that wide serve. Drawing the miss.
I think we thought there'd be a bit of atmosphere, a bit of energy in this one. It hasn't disappointed.
No, absolutely not. They're the best atmosphere of the week. Pretty much full out here. It's fitting that this medal that they're playing for, the gold, being decided as the last match on the tennis competition side. Quick overall, and it was a correct one as well. No real protest from the ties. They knew it.
Sutjiadi playing the backstop role and did really well coming across to take that one as early as she could not let it bounce too high here. Watch this again.
She can flatten that forehand out. It's penetrating. That's a difficult shot to try and lob off. Skidding through like that.
Come on.
Of love around here for Sutjiadi as she does that. Puts even more pressure on the ties at this stage of the first set. In terms of the medals table overall, Indonesia currently one more gold than Thailand in the games, 9 against 8. Although the Thais have won one more medal in total, 38 against 37.
15 love. 15 love. Net for serve.
Excellent tee serve from Ratiwatana. Caught a glimpse of his brother there watching in the wings. There he goes. Central. Very close to the net again, Kumkhum, as she struck that one. Again, that very pressurising serve.
Ratiwatana has stayed back after the serve. He's been put under so much pressure. Turn on him very quickly.
Only just long. Moved in well, put it away as he needed to, and this set's still not done. But Indonesia will be coming out to try and close it out in the next game, 5-4. Quite a few people without voices tomorrow, cheering themselves hoarse here, and the noise that should erupt if Chris Rungkat can now hold to take this set. Just tantalizing to the net player, but unable to put more than a frame on this wide.
Just enough on the volley, hit it firmly enough.
Thais have hit more winners in the match, but they've also hit a fair number more on the unforced error count. Crucially, on the bigger points, the Indonesians have done the better.
Such solid smashing once again from Sutjiadi.
If this woman doesn't get much higher in the game, I'd be really surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. She has looked so good at times, so cool under pressure as well.
Buries that one and brings up set points. She just stands up to everything. And the Thais have to concede the set. It's Indonesia. A set away from the gold medal.
Oh, fantastic reactions. Just get racket on ball somehow there. That's exactly what she did. Awkward position for her to take that volley in, but perfectly placed. Well, certainly better stuff the second half of that set from the Thais. Went a double breakdown, but they did make things awkward for the Indonesians, but just were left with a little bit too much to do.
So much excitement. What a real cacophony of noise out here now. And it'll only get louder as they get closer. Smack down the middle.
She can do no wrong right now. Everything she's touching is turning to gold.
She really is going right back at Ratiwatana's serve here. Just
trying to do a little bit more on the final volley. Sutjiadi. She was caught a little deep.
Watches it so well, so alert and moving absolutely brilliantly to every ball she can. Now, how's this going to come back?
How you keep your composure if you're the Indonesians. Treadle will defense, good feel. Again, just wonderful volleying from Rungkat. They're getting down to that one.
Rungkat just falling after his last shot, couldn't come back to cover that. Catch your breath if you can.
Thank you. Thank you.
Situation. Indonesia up a set and up a breakdown in the second. Can we have a few more games like that, please?
Yeah, the second serve, that was just riddled with tension there. You could just see it and really accelerate through it. Really feeling the pressure there.
She's done it all day, she does it again. Good faulted. Good fault.
Good call there for Rungkat. Easy to snapshot a volley like that. Didn't need to play it. to that initial half volley. On his knees playing it. Got good pace behind that. Moving out to his right, and it's difficult.
Both of them straining their bodies to make the ball and make the play on that. And again, it's a telling combination.
They've been so quick to pounce on anything that's hung there.
Throwing everything into the cause, but Ratiwatana are able to get a much needed point for Thailand here. Try and build up their energies to hit back hard if they can.
Really didn't commit to that one.
She's kept smiling despite the pressure. Ratiwatana trying to help her out. And it's good enough for a hold. Thailand on the board in this second set.
Been so difficult for them to wrestle away this momentum that the Indonesians have had. I mean, the crowd has just been incredible as well. I feel like they've been riding on this wave.
Beatrice Camulia, one of the other Indonesian players we saw in action in the early days of the event. Didn't have the success she hoped for, but she's been a regular supporter of her compatriots here on the centre court in other matches, and again, she wouldn't miss this one for anything.
Type of balls that Sutjiadi has missed. Only just.
Is this the game they get back on track? Saw the move and found the space.
Well, that's when you want to help out. Love 30 down, but just too early. And Kumkhum see this one coming a mile away.
They came right across Kumkhum's direction there to try and take this on and finish it off, but the end result not to their liking.
A couple of tough misses at the net. The thing is, though, they've still got 3 break points.
The route ultimately to go right back at him fiercely, and so Thailand are back, leveling it up, 2 games all. A slight lull in the frenzy, but no doubt he will pick up again. Herself to connect well with that, as she does.
Just giving it a little bit more slice as well, so this was landing and turning away. Showing some good athleticism.
Good return.
Miscommunication, I think, between the Thais. Ratiwatana expecting Kumkhum to get involved there. She edged away from the ball.
She helps out there, no question, but Ratiwatana able to volley crisply, cleanly, and keep the point going until then.
So much easier to deal with. The volley that's a little higher, to be a little bit more aggressive behind it.
And the recovery's a good one. The Thais take a 3rd game in succession to lead this 2nd set.
They've done really well, the Thais, to get back into this one and get some of the momentum right now. They can really build. They're ahead in the score. Put some real pressure now on the Indonesians. First point always crucial. Get that one under their belt. Indonesians will feel it.
Well, let's look at how they've come back here. Just a few reminders.
That's how you want to deal with those higher balls, those lobs. Get them away. Sharp play. No call.
Well, the tie is insisting it was out, and then this ball, I think it was in, but comes back and hits Kumkhum in the face. Watch here. Oh, yeah, came right off the scoreboard. And hopefully she's all right, just perhaps a bit more shocked than anything else.
Dropping the bit of ice. Ratiwatana doing his bit.
Well, let's hope no harm done.
That's why I looked at the book.
Still trying to get the umpire to view things differently, and they're not happy about it, but
It gets so late. Can I just call medical? It's so late. Guys, I'm calling physio.
well, she was icing the eye, but he's now saying they need the trainer to have a look at this. So is the eye closing up? I think we need more drama in this competition.
I think so, yeah, we haven't had enough.
Oh, it can be very painful directly in the eye.
Let's just hope she's not seeing double.
Well, who was it? David Goffin, who got one in the eye, didn't he, off the frame of the racket last year? Last year or this year? Certainly at some point in recent times when it came up off the frame. I think it was in Rotterdam he was playing, and it flew off the racket as he went for a volley and caught him straight in the eye, and he was off the tour for a while. So there now will be a full medical timeout, a 3-minute duration, to just give her a chance here to recover this.
Please, stop that.
Well, it looks as if it's going to be 3 minutes of an ice pack on the eye here. Ratiwatana was basically saying it's too red, you should get the medical team out there.
Well, the chances of that happening, we've seen different views on it, but she was just so unlucky in the wrong place at the wrong time there. Well, going to be sporting some bruises, aren't they, after this? I mean, it's a fantastic fight for this gold medal.
It's probably the sensible thing to do, through the towel, still going to be cold enough. as long as her vision isn't blurred, then she's going to be okay. Maybe just a little bit of swelling around the eye socket.
Perhaps we should talk to our friend who's standing right next to us here. He's one of the medical staff.
Yeah, and back to medical.
He's got his walkie-talkie. He's poised. Again, directly onto the top of the eye, on the brow. Good for her. Back she comes.
It's been a tough wait as well for Indonesia, actually. Nice way to kick things off again.
The first one Sutjiadi's missed there.
Well, it's a miss hit. Always difficult to judge.
Not missing that though.
Well, it just looks as if there was a moment's hesitation from her, but she's still got the racket in the way of the ball. Full stretch there. Very well done to control it.
Three-game goal.
Keeping their composure very well there with that delay. Easy to lose your concentration. Straight back on point.
So a wait now for the new balls to come out. Another change required, but from Thailand's point of view, Kumkhum seems okay. She'll be serving now.
just couldn't do enough with the backhand here. Off the net court, it was so low for him. Couldn't be aggressive. Trying to be too cute there, Kumkhum. Needed much more height than that. Serve once again coming to the rescue. It's been fruitful for her when she's been able to make it.
The old adage, they talk about the vital 7th game. Here we are, right in the midst of one. Variation there from Kumkhum, good variation. That one into the left hip of Sutjiadi to get Thailand up in front in this game. And a point now to try and win it. Volley. Made that look so easy, but
his technique on the volley is so good. Look how low he gets down to that one. Back knee's almost scraping the surface. He's so low.
A huge point. It is deciding point. Well, it goes some way to deciding the outcome. On Sutjiadi this time unable to do anything more on the return. And Thailand remains strong. 4-3.
I'm not at all surprised that she's gone with the wide serve again. It's been really effective. That's what you want. That's what you're looking for. Big points. Make that first serve.
Broken in her last service game. Indonesia's first double fall in the match.
Play, but yeah, just a bit too heavy. Sharp once again, fired right at him, but not a problem. Always that constant moving forward from Rungkat.
Kumkhum crushing the ball. Rungkat for once unable to handle it.
Well, it was just so low. So much more effective if you can keep the return as low as this.
Break point. And the Thais absolutely determined to get themselves into a deciding match tie-break from here. Now we'll serve for the second set, 5-3 ahead.
So much movement from Ratiwatana there, and I think that just caught Runkat's eye, Sutjiadi's eye there. Thought he was going to cross, but hung there.
It's like pinball up at the net, and with that, set points for the Thais. A very strong comeback, considering they were down a break right at the start of this. Just pushed wide. He thought Kumkhum was going for it and then had to react late.
Sutjiadi getting so much on that volley as well. He was so aggressive.
So it's still set point, but it's also deciding point. She reacted so coolly to all of that. I think we'll give you another look.
Sutjiadi, I think, has actually forgotten the score as well. The change of ends, that was incredible movement from her. Get across to that one and still create such a shot.
You couldn't ask for much more, could you? The organisers of the Asian Games are here in Palembang for this concluding match in the tennis tournament. Tough to think of a livelier atmosphere than this. Required at this stage.
Just on a roll right now. Good serving from Rungkat. Trying to hit the cover off the ball, but very accurate.
Kumkhum defiant.
Oh, so accurate. Tight to that sideline. Final shot was going to land in. She was right to try and take it.
Again, she plays out of her skin, and they're leaping out of their seats every which way here. 5-all in the second set.
Well, one thing's for sure, she wasn't going to back down here. Opportunity there just to get a little bit more behind that one. Took it. Pull himself back there, he was going in the opposite direction, he was protecting the line, just couldn't get back enough. Rungkat out there. Felt like she was just forcing things there, Kumkhum.
Pots.
Pressure right on Kumkhum now. She's kept so cool, has Sutjiadi. Another fine serve. Deep in the box. Game point.
So well measured, the first couple of shots in that rally. Good return and excellent volley.
Thank you.
He was onto it in a flash, and that deciding point gives them a hold, and a 6-5 lead now in this second set.
There was no mistake this time on the cross. Missed one of these in the opening set. They got broken, but took care of it.
How's your ticker doing? All right.
A couple of deep breaths every now and then. It's got this place rocking, no doubt about that.
Pulse is racing, pulsating right through from first to last. And we're not quite there yet. Sutjiadi now serving to keep Indonesia in this second set.
Weighty return. Kumkhum really struck it well. And it was deep, it was skidding through. Sutjiadi just caught late there. Trying to manufacture the lob, but there's enough on it. Refusing to come forward there. The ball was there and should have been charging the net. And realising after the point she'd made an error of judgment.
Just catching the frame of Rungkat's racket as it sizzled by. but he made it. And Thailand up to set points. Not yet. They take it to the decider. A match tiebreak required to sort it out. As Thailand win that second set without the need for a normal tiebreak, they take it 7-5. Such a match, only fitting perhaps that it should come to this.
Absolutely not surprised at all that this is going to a match tiebreaker. What an effort that was from the Thais. The fact that they had the set points in the previous game and they recovered well there. Wasn't going to let that one slip. Going to be a little bit of a pause in play here now. Both the Thais are going off into the bathroom. Ratiwatana is going to take the opportunity to do the same, change clothes. And the same for Indonesians. One of them at least anyway.
Well, it gives us a chance to catch our breath. So let's just have a look back as we have a bit of a chance here on what happened in that second set. And of course this was the moment, crucially, when the ball comes back off the board and hits Kumkhum in the eye, and that led eventually to a medical timeout, 3 minutes of treatment, ice pack. They had just broken back after being broken at the start, and well, then it was just a thriller. What a ride through before eventually that was the break on his racket. And they get it done. So all square. And the numbers, well, the high serve percentage from both teams, but I mean, it doesn't begin to tell the story, does it?
Absolutely. We've seen some good returning, we've seen some good net play as well, but the drama, the excitement, the crowd have seriously played their part in this one. They've created such an amazing atmosphere out here this evening. Gives everyone a chance right now just to catch their breaths. Last push now.
Well, there's going to be a massive emotion whichever way this goes. Rungkat remaining in his chair. We await the return of the three other players. And time in competition. It is Sutjiadi first through the door to join Rungkat again, and then the tide is coming out behind. And as the sun starts to dip, here we go for one more match tie-break to sort out the last event in the tennis of these Asian Games. So just in case you need reminding, it's the first to 10 points clear by 2. The Thais trying to encourage their team.
Final set, 10-point match tie-break.
Hold on to your hats. Here we go.
Coming across like this to a volley, it's not easy to time. Didn't catch it clean enough.
To be hit there, right on the racket. A dream start to this for the Indonesians.
Thank you, terima kasih. Rungkat Sutjiadi.
Good return, skimming the net on the way through, just a nightmare. Ratiwatana couldn't do anything with that.
Good deep reply, forcing one back against the serve. Combination of the two, the big serve out wide and then thumping this short so that it bounced high and away, and Ratiwatana unable to bring it back from there. 5-2.
Rungkat. Ratiwatana dealing with it this time.
She's been doing that to her all day. That serve out wide, and again it's a great one. But the Indonesian pair still with the advantage here.
First serve.
It's too far. He went right through them, but with too much force. And what a moment of relief for the hosts. Let it go, and it was the right decision to do that under such pressure. Oh, that takes some mental strength. 6-4. Awesome from Rungkat.
Just kept driving forward. The first volley reflexed well, stayed alert. Knew it. Too heavy, not enough spin on the lob.
Ties go to the I formation. And it was a good change.
What a time to bring it out. Haven't seen hardly any of that from the ties. Giving Sutjiadi a different look on the return.
Sutjiadi forced to withstand a lot of pressure there, and in the end not able to do enough with her last shot. Ratiwatana onto this, and it's back on level terms. Massive points now from here on to the finish.
Superb! What a take. What a move back to that one, and still had the coolness to deal with the smash. Lots of slice to it, going away from Kumkhum.
With championship points. fitting that Sutjiadi, who has played outstanding tennis through this week, well above her ranking, hits the final shot to get gold for the hosts. It'll take some while for the glow to fade.
Absolutely incredible drama. And the respect between the two teams, that was so exciting, so tough for the Thais to take right now, but they'll look back and they'll be hugely proud of their efforts. They got themselves back into that match, but right now it is all about Team Indonesia.
And out comes the flag. Delirium, pandemonium. Indonesia